Step 6 is goal setting, your first objectives. Let me give you some tips on setting goals because here's what we've done so far. We've set you up with the basic steps that you need to be taking in order to add people to your business on a regular basis. So, in order to do that, we must have an objective. We have to have a place that we're aiming for. So, let me give you a few tips. 5 simple points here relative to setting goals in general. Number 1, goals have to be written down. In other words, I'm going to advise you and encourage you that as you're setting your objectives in your Vima business, you actually commit them to paper. Number 2, they have to be specific. In other words, you have to know exactly what it is that you want to accomplish. Number 3, it has to be measurable, and you're going to see how that is already set up for you in the Vima PIN recognition system. Number 4, it has to have a deadline. Goals are simply a dream with a deadline, so you have to have a deadline. And number 5, you have to review them frequently for clarity and purpose. So with that being said, what do most successful people do? Well, they think and talk about what they want all the time. I'm going to give you in just a moment here some very simple first objectives that are actually something that you can do. And with that, when you're talking about these, you're actually beginning to think about them all the time. You've committed them to paper, and guess what? What you focus on begins to grow. So let's take a look at this forward progress, and let me give you 3 areas, if you will, or what we call small steps that are going to help you accomplish this goal-setting process. The first is daily activity. Daily activity simply means how many people on a daily basis are you talking to about the product, talking to about the opportunity. Now, as you know, in Vima, we're paid on a weekly basis, so we're going to add up those 7 days and see how we're doing on a weekly basis in terms of activity of exposure and the productivity of enrollment. Second step, your new member or customer results, meaning the activity of telling people about the product or telling people about the opportunity. Now, this is the most important thing. What does it result in? What does the activity result in? So we're going to measure the number of new member and customer results. And thirdly, it's going to be your rank advancement progress within the Vima PIN recognition system. So let's take a look at some things that you have in place, and then let's give you some immediate objectives. The very first thing I want to help you do is I want you to get to a point where your monthly auto delivery is paid for every single month. That initial objective basically is to break even on your 120 CV auto delivery order. Now, one of the easiest ways to do that, of course, is our new customer referral bonus. By simply enrolling 3 customers who use the same product volume as you do, this is going to enable you to get your monthly auto delivery for free. So let's set you up to succeed. There are 3 things that you need to do. Number 1, purchase a builder pack. There are some obvious benefits in doing so. First of all, you need to have product on hand. This process of how you begin, so to speak, the beginning part of your story, there is no second chance to the first part of your story. So when you purchase a builder pack, this qualifies you not only for the frenzy bonus, the weekly cash bonus that we have, but it also qualifies you for our BMW Mercedes car program. In other words, in the process of finding 3 people in 1 week who see what we see, you can earn anywhere from an extra $600 to $700 immediately in that 7-day period of time. When you build 2 teams to simply 5,000 points in volume on each side, get to the dealership and start dreaming and pick out your new automobile, because Vima is going to add the equivalent of that car payment to your commissions on a monthly basis. And lastly, help 5 people in your personal organization qualify for their cars, and you're going to be enjoying a residual income of approximately $50,000 a year. So when it comes to our Vima PIN recognition system, what's your immediate objective? Well, I would suggest bronze, the bronze level. That's when you've cycled one time. When you have 360 points on your one team and 180 on the other team, you have now achieved the first significant level of accomplishment in your Vima business. Now, as important as an immediate goal is, and that goal with a deadline of 30 days, some of you will do it sooner. Some of you will do it in 2 weeks. Some of you will do it in a week. Some of you will do it in your first home event. But within 30 days, it's an achievable event that if you work with your upline success coach, that's an achievable event that you're going to be able to have in place. In addition, you need to have a mid-range goal. The mid-range goal is diamond. So we go from bronze, silver, gold, diamond, from bronze cycling 1 time to diamond cycling 20 times. So I want you to reference the pin recognition system in the Roadmap to Success workbook. You'll see it right there. That's your mid-range goal. And guess what's going to happen in between? As you move from bronze, then to your immediate goal becomes silver. You hit silver, then your next immediate goal becomes gold. Your mid-range goal, of course, is to reach that diamond level. Now, on an average, $1,000 to $1,500 a month of additional income at the diamond level. Folks, these are objectives that are achievable. It's absolutely something that you can do. We have hundreds and thousands of people doing it every single month. Now, in the process of building, the most important thing here is to recognize a strategy for beginning to place people within your organization. Now, you know we have a 2-team system. You have a left side of your business and the right side of your business. So we suggest the following placement strategy. Now, in order to be qualified to cycle, you have to have enrolled 1 person on the left at least 60 points, 1 person on the right at least 60 points. Now, while that's important, we want to first, though, build momentum on one side of your business. So as an example, as you're building and as you're enrolling your first 3 people, again, gain the counsel with your upline enroller here on this, but as you enroll, place your first 3 people on what we call the momentum side or power side of your business. Let's say, for example, that's going to be the left side of your business. So the first 3 people you enroll, regardless of customers or members, doesn't matter, would be, for example, on the left side, A, B, C, down the left side of your business. Well, let's say one of those persons wants to build. Where would they enroll their first 3 people? Down the left side as well. That would be persons D, E, and F. And now you can quickly see that by having a focus on one side of your business until you have 2 or 3 builders in place, you're going to create momentum on that one side, then release over to the right side of your business and, of course, begin doing the exact same thing. Now, some people can do that simultaneously. Our recommendation is at least gain momentum on one side of your business and then as quickly as possible get qualified on the other side and you're on your way. And so goal setting, objectives, in conclusion, folks, daily activity is the most important goal. What are you going to do on a daily and, of course, weekly basis? Number 2, your results. What are the results in terms of number of new members and number of new customers enrolled in the last 7 days? And number 3, are you moving towards your progress of rank advancing, of first hitting bronze, then hitting silver, and so on, right through the VIMA rank advancement system? Here's the conclusion, folks, to remember. As I've said before in conclusion of some of the other steps, it's a simple process. It's a fun process. You're going to have a blast doing this, but most importantly, it's absolutely something that you can do.